What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Mattel Basic Series NXT Superstar, well, NXT Diva, Sasha Banks. And as you can see, this is the first time Sasha is in the line. We do have a lovely image of Sasha Banks on the side. It does say her name and shows that she belongs to NXT. Although she doesn't anymore, but that's neither here nor there. But here we have Sasha in the packaging. Other figures of this line include John Cena, Sasha Banks, Triple H, Eva Marie, Bray Wyatt, the Honky Tonk Man, R-Truth, the Iron Sheik, and Sheamus. Really excited I found Sasha, and you can actually see right here they actually rendered her picture with the NXT Women's title. But anyway, what I'm going to do now is take a little break, get her opened up, and then we'll go on to the rest of her review. So sit tight, everyone. So here we have Sasha Banks posing out of the packaging. Let's get a good 360 of her. Really excited I was able to track down the boss. Really nice figure. I do have a few minor nitpicks out here, and it's just the figure design, and I'm pretty sure it's pretty obvious, but not a fan of the way her torso connects into her shoulder. I mean, let's actually zoom in on that, because that is a glaring problem. You can see that it just kind of cuts off. They could have designed her torso a little better, because it just looks really strange, and I'm pretty sure it's also on this side, so maybe make her chest a little wider, or the upper torso a little bit wider, because I don't know, that kind of looks a little outrageously cartoony, if you don't know what I mean, if you ask me. But like I said, overall really excited I found Sasha Banks. Let's actually go on to some of her details. Does that look like Sasha Banks? From some angles, yes. I would think the hair might be a little too rosy. Even on camera, it's coming out like a really vibrant red. And I know that is the color of her hair, but maybe Mattel could start putting in like washes in the hair, because this monotone isn't going to work, especially with someone like Sasha Banks, or Dolph Ziggler for that matter, but we'll get onto that when we review his figure. Like I said, really loving that face. It does look like Sasha Banks from some angles. And something I'm really glad about is that she got her own torso. Like, all this is molded detail, except for the buttons. The buttons... Actually, yeah, the buttons on her chest are sculpted, but the buttons going up her back feel... I don't know, they look like they're sculpted on, but I can't really tell. I don't know. I want to say they're sculpted on, but you know, I really don't know. I know her arm is painted, which is a little unfortunate, but it's better than nothing. And then we have the same problem that all the detail on her pants or on her shorts is painted on, and kind of wish that was raised. I don't know if her kick pads are supposed to say something, because I can kind of make out Banks, but it would be missing a letter, I think. If you know what her kick pads say, if it means anything, feel free to let me know. Because honestly, I can't... Like, that looks like a backwards D, honestly, and then that looks like a B. Maybe an A. I don't know. Like I said, if her kick pads are supposed to say something, please let me know, because I'm a little confused on that. Really nice figure, really gorgeous figure, I should say, and nothing but the best for Sasha Banks. Moving the camera out, let's go on to her articulation. She would have a ball-jointed head, but her hair limits all upwards and downwards articulation. You're going to get a really slight downward look, but nothing going up. Her hair is softer, but you can actually get her head to rotate, and she does have a slight head bobble, but again, the hair will get in the way. Arms on a ball joint go really far out. They do a full 360. Swivel at the bicep. Single jointed at the elbow. Spins at the wrist. She has a really nice torso articulation. As you can see, it just rolls around really nicely. Really nice bend. not so much going forward, but that's a little unfortunate. Waist swivel, which I really do hate Diva's waist swivels. But we have a waist swivel. Let's go forward, back, and out. Pretty far. She spins at the thigh. Single Jordan in the knee. And she is wearing some knee pads right here, as you can see. You can even move those up to if you want to conceal that black joint a little. Because her joint is black right here. If you want to conceal that, just move her knee pads up a little. She swivels at the boot and has a single hinge in the ankle. No rocker, no pivot, but then again she has a basic figure and a diva, and divas normally don't get rocker ankles. So what I'm going to do now is move on to my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review, so sit tight everyone. And so here we have Sasha Banks' pose for my final thoughts. Something I forgot to mention in my review is because her mid-cut in her torso is so deep, you can actually get her in her entrance pose. So if you just mess around with the knees and the ankles a little, she will stand on her own. In case you don't believe me, just look at how deep that curve is, just like Sasha Banks. So just letting you know that if you actually work at it, you can actually get her in her entrance pose. So that's something really good to know, especially if you're posing your figures. I feel like Sasha Banks could benefit from an elite release. You know, maybe we can get some glasses, NXT Women's Belt, maybe a smaller one to fit her, because she is using AJ Lee's body mold for the most part. She does have a new torso. But maybe some sunglasses, maybe a different head, I don't know. I don't know how they would work the sunglasses with her hair, but like I said, she might benefit from a elite release, especially because they could detail all these little ribbits in her attire. But I'm just dreaming right now. I found my Sasha Banks accidentally. I was looking for Bailey and Lana, and I just happened to find her in the Easter section for the WWE figures. Then I tracked down her, Eva Marie's, Bailey, and Lana. If you can find Sasha and you really need a Sasha Banks, I say pick her up. She is essential in your collection, especially because she is a huge part of the Divas Revolution. If you can find her, do not pass on her. You really do need a Sasha Banks in your collection. With that being said, I'm King of Dragons 5000 saying don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, tell me what you think of the boss Sasha Banks. Don't forget to check out all my other wrestling figure reviews and all my other figure reviews. If you like what you see, just go ahead and let me know. If there's a figure you would like me to review, just let me know and I'll try to find a way to put it in my collection. If I can't, I'm so sorry about that. But thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys later. Take care, everyone.